Welcome back to the channel Official History of Coins. Sometimes the most extraordinary discoveries come from the most ordinary places. Hidden inside old collections, forgotten drawers, and family keepsakes are pieces of history that many people overlook every single day. Let's get started. The coin featured in this story is one single 1973 D. Kennedy $half, struck at the Denver Mint. While millions were produced, collectors continue searching through old collections because certain examples can be worth surprisingly large amounts when they possess exceptional quality, unique characteristics, or rare minting features. Imagine opening an old coin album that has not been touched for decades. Between worn pennies and old nickels, you suddenly notice a bright and unusually well-preserved 1973 D. $half. At first glance, it may seem like just another coin, but experienced collectors know that appearances can be deceiving. The Kennedy $half series was created in memory of President John F. Kennedy following the tragic events of 1963. The design quickly became one of the most recognized and beloved coin designs in American history. By 1973, the coin had already become a symbol of remembrance and national pride throughout the United States. The 1973 D. Kennedy $half was produced at the Denver Mint, represented by the small D mint mark on the coin. During that year, approximately 83 million examples were struck, making it one of the major issues of the Kennedy $half series. Even though millions were minted, collectors are constantly searching for outstanding examples because condition plays a huge role in determining value. A coin that has remained untouched for decades can be dramatically more desirable than one that's circulated heavily. One reason collectors love the 1973 D. $half is its historical connection to a period of major change in the United States. The early 1970s were years of transformation, and coins from this era provide a direct connection to that fascinating chapter of American history. The portrait of President Kennedy on the front of the coin continues to inspire admiration from collectors around the world. The detailed engraving and iconic design have helped keep interest in the series strong for generations. On the reverse side, the majestic presidential seal with its eagle, shield, arrows, and olive branch creates a powerful image that represents strength and unity. The design remains one of the most impressive ever placed on a circulating American coin. What truly excites collectors is the possibility of finding an exceptionally preserved specimen. Coins with brilliant luster, sharp details, and minimal marks can attract serious attention when offered for sale. Some collectors spend years searching for high-grade examples because they understand how difficult it is to find coins that survived in nearly perfect condition. Every small detail can influence desirability among advanced buyers. Another factor that adds excitement is the possibility of discovering unusual minting characteristics. Special examples often generate tremendous interest whenever they appear in auctions or private collections. Because of this demand, many collectors carefully examine every 1973 D. Kennedy $half they encounter. What appears ordinary to one person could become a prized addition to another collector's collection. The current market value varies greatly depending on condition, preservation, and collector demand. While average examples can trade for modest amounts, exceptional specimens have reached dramatically higher prices when certified in elite condition. Some of the finest known examples have achieved auction results reaching several $1,000s. In the most optimistic scenarios discussed by collectors, an extraordinary specimen with remarkable preservation and strong market demand could potentially attract offers exceeding $10,000. This possibility is exactly why so many people continue searching through inherited collections, old bank rolls, and forgotten coin jars. The next remarkable discovery could be waiting where nobody expects it. What makes this story even more exciting is that only one coin is being discussed here, the single 1973 D. Kennedy $half. Yet that one coin has inspired generations of collectors to study history, learn about minting, and pursue the thrill of the hunt. Collectors appreciate more than just the potential value. They appreciate the history, craftsmanship, and connection to America's past. Owning a beautiful example means holding a genuine piece of history in the palm of your hand. So before you overlook an old Kennedy half-dollar, take a closer look. That 1973 D coin sitting quietly in a collection today could become tomorrow's prized treasure. For collectors, enthusiasts, and dreamers alike, the search continues, and every discovery begins with a single coin. Note, this script refers to one coin only, the 1973 D Kennedy half-dollar. Next coin today, I am holding a piece of American history that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. This 1977 Kennedy half-dollar was born during a time of transition for the nation. After the massive Bicentennial celebrations of 1976 flooded the country with special half-dollars featuring Independence Hall on the reverse, the mint returned to standard coinage in 1977. That shift back to the original heraldic eagle design created the perfect storm for rare mint eras, launching a new era that would produce some of the most valuable modern US coins in existence. So what exactly is hiding in your change? Let me tell you the incredible story of this coin and exactly how much money you could be holding right now. The 1977 Kennedy half-dollar was struck at 3 different mints across the country. The Philadelphia Mint produced 43,598,000 coins with no mint mark. The Denver Mint struck 31,449,106 coins, all marked with a small D beneath Kennedy's neck. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint produced just 3,251,152 proof versions, each with an S mint mark, specially crafted for collectors with mirrored surfaces that make them instantly stand out. With mintage numbers this high, you might think these coins are worthless pocket change. That is where most people stop looking and where smart collectors start making life-changing discoveries. The average circulated 1977 Kennedy half-dollar found in your pocket is indeed worth only its face value of 50 cents, maybe rising to $1 if it is in good shape. According to the NGC price guide, a circulated coin typically runs between 60 cents and 75 cents. But ordinary coins are not what we are talking about today. We are talking about the hidden gems that professional coin graders spend their entire careers hunting for. And here is the first secret that could put serious money in your pocket. The first major moneymaker is the 1977 D double die obverse variety, officially designated FS101. On this rare coin, the inscription in God W Trust shows clear splitting and doubling on the letters, especially visible under magnifying glass or a coin loop. This doubling is not the fake shelf-like duplication caused by machine damage, which adds no value at all. This is genuine die doubling created when the die itself was improperly manufactured at the mint. A genuine 1977 D double die obverse in MS63 condition sells for around $40, but the price skyrockets as the grade improves. In gem quality MS65, the value jumps to $200 or more. At the very top of the grading scale, this variety has been known to command $800 and sometimes well beyond that figure. That is a massive return for a coin that started as a simple piece of pocket change. Now the second major moneymaker will truly blow your mind. A small number of 1977 D Kennedy half-dollars were accidentally struck on leftover silver-copper-clad planchets originally intended for the Bicentennial half-dollar program. The mint had transferred silver planchets from San Francisco to Denver, mixing them with ordinary copper-nickel blanks. What emerged was a transitional era coin of extraordinary rarity, one that weighs 11.5 grams compared to the standard 11.3 grams and shows no copper stripe on its edge. While copper-nickel coins display a reddish-orange band on the rim, these silver eras show a solid silver-colored edge that immediately signals something special. Era coin experts believe fewer than 25 examples of this transitional era exist worldwide. When Maine collector Craig Wilds discovered one of these silver planchet eras while searching half-dollar rolls in a Texas bank, He had been hunting through millions of coins for 25 years before finding it. His specimen was graded AU58 by ANACS and was valued at several $1,000s on the spot. Another example, graded MS63, sold at heritage auctions for a staggering $6,600. The current market for these coins ranges from $4,500 all the way up to $12,000 and higher, depending on the grade. If you are holding a 1977 D half dollar that feels slightly heavier than normal and has a fully silver edge with no copper stripe, you are not holding 50 cents. You are holding a coin worth a down payment on a car. The auction records for standard 1977 half dollars prove that even common strikes can reach unbelievable heights when preserved in perfect condition. The PCGS auction price database shows a 1977 Philadelphia half dollar graded MS68 selling for $5,750. That is $5,750 for a coin that came from the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark. Even more shocking, a 1977 D half dollar graded MS68 sold for $9,200, proving that perfect uncirculated examples are in incredibly high demand among collectors who will pay whatever it takes to own them. The key here is condition. According to the PCGS Coin Facts, there is only one known example of a 1977 D graded MS68 in existence, making it a conditional rarity that collectors are fighting to own. Any coin grading MS66 or higher is considered a great find with fewer than 200 examples confirmed in the PCGS population reports. Beyond the high-grade examples, era collectors have discovered dozens of other valuable mistakes on this issue. Broad strike errors occur when the coin is struck without the retaining collar holding it in place, causing the metal to spread outward into a wider shape with no reeded edge. These coins typically sell for $100 to $500 depending on how dramatic the error is and whether the full date remains visible. Off-center strikes happen when the planchet is not properly aligned with the dies, leaving a blank section on the coin. The more dramatic the off-center effect, the higher the value climbs. Struck-through errors occur when a foreign object gets between the dies and the planchet, leaving an impression of cloth, string, grease, or other debris embedded in the metal. All of these errors exist on 1977 half dollars, and each one adds significant premiums to a coin that most people would never think twice about spending. The proof versions minted in San Francisco represent another layer of value that deserves attention. While most 1977 S-proof half dollars are relatively common, the early proof issues with deep cameo surfaces, meaning the devices are deeply frosted against highly mirrored fields, are quite scarce and highly desirable among advanced collectors who pay strong premiums for them. A standard 1977 S-proof can be found for around $2.15 to $50 depending on the exact grade, but deep cameo examples and those with perfect PR70 grades routinely surpass standard pricing by a substantial margin. Many collectors focus on building complete proof sets, and the 1977 S is a necessary piece for any serious Kennedy half-dollar collection, driving steady demand year after year. Now let me ask you a direct question. How many half dollars have you ignored, spent, or tossed in a drawer without a second thought? How many 1977 issues have passed through your hands that you never bothered to check for doubling on the letters, or weigh for the silver error, or examine for off-center strikes? Every single 1977 half dollar you encounter is a potential treasure. The reason most people never find valuable coins is that they never look. You can change that today by simply examining every half dollar that comes your way, carrying a small magnifying glass and knowing exactly what to search for. The future outlook for these coins is nothing short of brilliant. As the decades pass, high-grade specimens and rare era coins only become more sought after. The number of surviving gem-quality coins continues to decline through loss, damage, and improper handling. Each year that goes by, the existing supply shrinks while collector demand grows steadily. The 1977 issue is already over 45 years old, and as it ages toward its 50th anniversary and beyond, the historical significance will only increase. Major transitional errors like the silver planchet mistake are not being produced anymore. What exists today is all there will ever be, and with fewer than 25 known worldwide, these coins are destined to become even more valuable as the collecting community continues to grow. Let me give you the maximum potential figures you have been waiting for. A standard circulated 1977 Kennedy half-dollar is worth 50 cents to $1. An uncirculated example up to MS65 typically runs $8 to $25. A pristine MS66 or MS67 coin jumps to $50 to $170. A perfect MS68 coin has sold for $9,200. The 1977 D-double die obverse FS101 brings $40 to $800. Broad strike and off-center errors bring $100 to $500. And the 1977 D silver planchet transitional error, the crown jewel of this entire series, currently trades in a range of $4,500 to $12,000, with the finest certified specimens likely commanding even higher prices in the coming years. What other 50-cent piece in your pocket could potentially turn into $12,000? The history of this coin adds to its mystique. The Kennedy half-dollar was rushed into production after President John F. Kennedy's assassination in November 1963. Millions of grieving Americans immediately began hoarding the new coins as souvenirs of their fallen leader, effectively removing the denomination from circulation within years. By the early 1980s, half-dollars had become virtually non-existent in day-to-day transactions. The 1977 issue was the first regular-issue Kennedy half-dollar minted after the Bicentennial, a moment of transition back to normalcy. Holding a 1977 Kennedy half-dollar means holding a piece of that emotional history, a coin that represents both mourning and recovery, change and tradition. What makes this coin so special for collectors right now is that many examples are still out there undiscovered. Unlike ancient coins locked in museum collections, 1977 half-dollars are still circulating, still sitting in bank vaults, still stored in old coin jars and forgotten drawers. The silver transitional era was not even widely recognized by the Red Book Price Guide until 2007, meaning countless examples may have been spent or discarded before collectors knew what to look for. Every day that passes, another potential fortune remains hidden in plain sight, waiting for someone with the knowledge to recognize it. Second coin, 1985 P. Kennedy half-dollar. A coin that many people have seen, but far fewer have truly appreciated. Hidden in collections, old bank boxes, inherited coin albums, and forgotten drawers across America, this remarkable piece continues to attract the attention of collectors who understand the importance of history, rarity, and condition. The 1985 P. Kennedy half-dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by its P. mint mark. It belongs to one of the most recognized coin series in American history, a series created to honor President John F. Kennedy and preserve his legacy for future generations. When this coin was produced in 1985, the United States was experiencing a decade of economic growth, technological advancement, and cultural change. Every coin struck that year became a small piece of American history that would travel through countless hands and communities. Collectors continue to search for the 1985 P. Kennedy half-dollar because it represents more than just 50 cents. It represents a connection to a specific moment in time, carrying a story that has survived for decades. The Kennedy half-dollar series was first introduced in 1964 after the nation mourned the loss of President Kennedy. The public response was overwhelming, and the coin quickly became one of the most beloved designs ever issued by the United States Mint. Looking at the obverse, collectors immediately recognize Kennedy's portrait. The detailed engraving captures the dignity and determination associated with one of America's most remembered presidents. The reverse design displays the presidential seal featuring an eagle with outstretched wings. This powerful image symbolizes strength, freedom, and national unity, making the coin instantly recognizable around the world. Millions of collectors actively participate in the coin market every year, and Kennedy half dollars remain among the most collected modern American coins. Their popularity stretches across generations, from beginners to advanced numismatists. One reason collectors pursue the 1985 P issue is the challenge of locating exceptional examples. While many coins entered circulation, far fewer remain in pristine condition decades later. A coin that has avoided heavy handling can display impressive luster and sharp details. These characteristics often make collectors take a much closer look. As time passes, surviving high-quality examples become increasingly desirable. Every year, more collectors enter the hobby, while the number of superb coins remains limited. Many enthusiasts carefully inspect mint sets, estate collections, and inherited holdings in hopes of discovering an outstanding 1985 P Kennedy half dollar. The excitement grows even further when collectors encounter coins with extraordinary eye appeal. Bright surfaces, strong strikes, and remarkable preservation often attract significant attention. Professional grading has also increased interest in high-end examples. Collectors seek certified coins because independent grading provides confidence regarding authenticity and condition. Demand for Kennedy half dollars remains strong because they combine history, artistry, and collectability in a single coin. This combination continues to attract buyers from across the United States and around the world. The current value depends greatly on condition and collector demand. Attractive examples can command significantly higher prices than ordinary circulated pieces, while premium certified examples often attract serious bidding interest. Some of the finest known specimens have achieved impressive auction results, demonstrating how much collectors value top-quality examples. Exceptional coins with outstanding preservation can reach values measured in thousands of dollars. Stories of remarkable discoveries continue to inspire collectors everywhere. A coin tucked away for decades can suddenly become the centerpiece of a collection when its quality is recognized. Many buyers actively search online marketplaces, coin shows, auctions, and dealer inventories looking for beautiful Kennedy half dollars. The ongoing demand helps maintain excitement throughout the collecting community. The 1985 P Kennedy half dollar is more than a coin. It is a reminder that history often survives in the smallest objects. What appears ordinary today may become tomorrow's prized collectible. For that reason, collectors continue searching, studying, and preserving these historic pieces. Every 1985 P Kennedy half dollar carries a story, and for the person who discovers an exceptional example, that story could become an unforgettable treasure hunting experience.